Hey no friends, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an under the sea theme. I'm going to be using this plate here from Miniology. It's a TwiStar BM-XL211. So I'm going to be using these sharks. I'm going to use these dolphins, this octopus, some fish over here, the treasure chest, some mermaids. So, okay. For my base color, I used this pretty color. This is the Color Vibe Rowdy. I thought that would look good for like a ocean theme. Okay, so first I'm gonna take these fish right here and I'm gonna first stamp them in white because they are solid. So what I want to do is I'm going to put them down in white, and then I'm going to come back after that and try to pick them up in this orange color to make the color show up more, and try to at least reverse stamp a little bit of these bubbles. So hopefully it'll work. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going in with the white. Gonna go in straight for a stamp down. Okay, and then trying to see if I can even see the bubbles. They're very slight. Okay, so let me pick it up, or try to pick it up in that orange, and we'll kind of go from there, see what we can do. So that's something you can do sometimes, is when if you stamp down in white first and then go back in with, you know, a color, it can make it look more, show up better. So it's very slight. Okay, so I'm gonna at least, let me try to stamp them down. I may have to do this a couple times. I have to find my line up here. And I think I'm gonna try to just use my brush over here and just kind of dot on some of those bubbles. But I do want to go in for another pickup because it's very subtle right now. Okay, try to go back in to line up. Okay, it's a little bit better. Actually, let me just try one more time because it's just, I'm just using a regular polish for this orange. Okay. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay, now I want to get, let's see, this color here, Lunar, and try to just tap on some little, on those little bubbles. Sorry, I hit the camera. Just gonna put a little on the paper here and just kind of dot where I can see bubbles. Get more polish. Okay. Okay, now let's see. I want to do, yeah, let me do the dolphins. And I'll be reverse stamping those. I'm going to use this gray here, Serene Still. Oh, no. I need to pick it up in a different color. I'm going to use the gray for the reverse stamping. That was my fault. Okay, let's pick it up in black. Okay. Make sure I'm not going to need that. Okay. So I can just take off these sides right here. So I'm not going to need that. Okay, I'm going to set that right here a minute. I'm going to Okay, I'm going to pick up this little water image and I'm going to put it where I'm going to have the sharks stamped over it. So let me go ahead and get that stamped down while we're waiting. I just want to make sure that that other polish is dry enough before I reverse stamp so I don't smear anything. Okay, and it's like that. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the sharks up. And I'm going to do those in, I think I'm going to use this color. It's called Teal for Two, but it's kind of like a blue-gray. And then I'll reverse stamp them in regular gray. And they're like this. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside. And then get the dolphins back. Then I'm going to get that gray, the serene still, put some on the paper and reverse stamp them. I really like dolphins. I haven't get to see them too often, but like if I go on a ferry, then you can see them like jumping around. I've always wanted to like pet one, but haven't got to, of course. And they also just come out with a new plate that is just dolphins. Also, I guess if you don't know what a ferry is, it's like a big boat that you drive your car up onto, and it'll take you like across the ocean to get to the other side. Because I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people know what they are, but if you don't, then you would have been like probably confused. I guess if you go to like SeaWorld or something, you could pet dolphins, right? I've never been, so I don't really know. I think that'd be such a fun job, like working with animals, whether it's a zoo or aquarium or whatever. And I've always wanted to go to like an ocean that has like the real pretty, like crystal blue water. The one I've been to, it is not like that. It's more like dirty water, like it's like brown. And one thing I get confused by is like I noticed they don't like have, well, the ones I've been to don't have a bathroom access on the beach. So I'm like, 'cause you know. And if they did, that would resolve some issues. I think most people would even be okay with having like a small entrance fee just for that. I know that's kind of just my own little rant. Okay, I'm gonna turn this over, see how it's looking. Okay, and then I'm going to, oh, I see one little fin. Let me get that fin right there. Oh, there it is. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in and do those bubbles. Cleaning out my little bowl over here, get more acetone. Okay, and I'm going to take that lunar color for the bubbles again. Okay, there's quite a few of them, so probably take me a minute. And there's lots of little ones too. I apologize for being quiet. I'm trying to concentrate. Okay, let's flip it over. You'll only be able to see the bubbles slightly. Okay, I'm going to set that aside and we'll go in with the sharks. Okay, so I had stamped those with the gray blue, so I'm gonna do the rest of the stamping with just the regular gray. Sorry. All right. Do you like sharks? I know a lot of people are scared of them. I guess I'm one of those people. I'd be scared. I'm actually really nervous of ocean water, and I like to see what is around me. And like I said, the beach I went to was not clear. So one time, my husband wanted me to go out there with him, and I didn't want to, but he talked me into it. So I was scared, so he was holding my hand. And I get about waist deep, and the waves start hitting, and to where, they're moving me. And I had went out there with my just some flip-flops on because I didn't have any swim shoes and I didn't want to step on something. So all of a sudden my flip-flops get taken off me. There they go. Then all of a sudden, I kid you not, a jellyfish comes swimming in between us. And I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. So I let go of his hand and I take off to get back to the shore. So I do make it there, and then I'm like, oh, please give me my shoes back. I don't have any shoes now. And I look over. There they are. They're on the shore. Crazy. But yeah, I was like, see, this is why I didn't want to get in there. So since then, I think I've only got in one time. And I only went a certain amount out. There were a lot of people around, so I was hoping it would help keep any creepies away, but yeah, I didn't want to go far. I hope these are going to turn out okay. It's kind of hard to see the other color. I should have swapped what I stamped versus what I'm reverse stamping. But I'll look here in a minute. Let me see. Yeah, it's starting to dry. Oh, that was too much. All right. Because I still wanted some of that other color to come through. But I'll see how it looks here in a minute. Just a little bit more. This one up here, Looks like a different fish. I must have picked up part of a different image. Also, there's one that just has like the tail right here. Try to get part of it. Okay, let me flip it over and see what I'm looking at. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, I should have stamped it in the gray, reverse stamp in the blue gray, because it doesn't show up as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and pick this up and do that in opposite colors, and I'll come back. That way you're not stuck here watching the boring parts. Okay, be right back. Okay, so that didn't work great either, so I just stamped in a light black, and now I am reverse stamping in the blue gray color. So I've done most of them off camera, so we're gonna get the rest of them finished up here. I took the piece of that one off. It wasn't like wanting to get on there. Then end up messing it up. Hopefully it'll still look okay. Okay. This guy's he's got such a skinny tail on this image that it looks weird. So I'm going to try to just color some in anyway, because it don't look right. Okay. Okay. Cleaning off my brush. I'm going to set that one aside. Then let me clean off my plate, and I want to go in and get this treasure chest right here. I'm going to reverse stamp it. And for it, I'll pick it up in the black and then reverse stamp it in kind of a brown tone. Okay, I missed a little piece of the top part. Let me re-pick it up. because anything you get on there that you don't want, you can always use your scraper card or dotting tool to get it off. Okay, use my stamper card here. Also, those cotton pads I got from the Dollar Tree, I mean, you can use them to clean it off and everything, but compared to my old ones, I can tell they definitely fray much more. And you can see it's kind of, they're open right here, as toward these are like closed off. So just keep that in mind if you were thinking about getting those. Okay, now I'm going to reverse stamp the chest itself with this LA Colors in Nudie. And then you can see some little, the little coins. Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was covering it. I'm going to cover those in with some little gold fleckies. I'm going to clean off my brush real quick. It feels kind of more stiff than what I want it. Okay. I think my light is drying it out fast. I know I got way too much. I try not to do that, but I was trying to work fast since it felt like it was drying. Oh, I picked it up and then somehow I was able to save it and lay it back down. Okay. Now, I'm going to get that gold flakies over here. And I'm going to use LA Colors Glitter Vibes, and this is Golden Glow. Okay. Trying to get most of the flakies versus the clear. Flip it over. So you can tell the light will catch those little gold pieces. I have one more here I'm going to put on. Might be cute to even put some like around it, like as if they like fell out. Set that aside. And above those I'm going to put the I wanted to put those one or two of these mermaids. I think I'm going to wait until I get the chest placed. That way I can tell where I want to put those. Okay, so then get my plate cleaned off again. I'm going to pick up the right here, under the sea. And I'm going to put that on the thumbnail. And underneath it, I'm going to put this octopus. So let me go ahead and get him picked up, and then I'll get into the rest. He's right here. Okay, I'm going to clean up around him for what I don't need. Oh, knocking polish over. Okay, I'm going to repick him up. I made piece come off. Oh my goodness. I'm hitting the camera again. I'm sorry. Okay, let me change. Okay, get a new cotton pad. And flip it over so I can see. Okay. I feel like that one's kind of missing his eyes. Let me do that one more time and I'll be right back. Okay, I had cleaned off my scraper card. Got him right here. Okay. Set that aside for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up under the sea to put on this snail. That way I can tell where I'm gonna place the octopus. Okay. Okay. Now, move this out of the way. I think I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a mixture with him. So I'm going to take this Plum Party and mix it in with a little bit of that nudie color. Because I was kind of debating, because I know they can change colors, and I wanted to have a little bit of color. Let me just put them like side by side, and then I'll kind of decide. Let's see. Let me pull some right here. Alright, let me clean this brush again. I use this brush a lot, so it might be getting worn out. Alright, let me get more of that color. And I understand reverse stamping does take some time, and you know, if you're not interested in like watching the whole thing, you know, if you have to fast forward, I get it. For me doing it, it's relaxing, but I know like watching it may not always be. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say homicide. Okay, I think I'll start putting my stamps on. Okay, so this one is going to be the dolphins. Actually, it didn't even need all of them because those are not all going to fit on here. But that's okay, because can't always tell. And if you decide to switch nails too and go with the bigger one, you'd need more. I don't know if you can see that blue coming through on those bubbles. Now I'm sure once I get them on here they're going to be covered, but I'm hoping it'll still be like a little bit shiny. Okay. Oh, I did need almost all of it. Okay, well that did work out. Just folding under those little extra bits. Okay, that's the dolphins. Then I'm going to get the sharks. And they're going to go on this one where I did the little waves. Yeah, okay. Making sure if I got it on that side good or not. Now I didn't put the waves on the others because they had the bubbles, so I thought the waves would look good for this. Kind of just trying to decide which ones I want on there the most. Okay. That's those. Alright, let's see on the little treasure chest. It's gonna go on this middle one. Let me look here a minute. I kind of feel like I think I'm gonna re-pick up the edging around it so it has something to lay on, because it kind of just looks random if I don't like have something like to set it on, because I had taken that off originally, but I do need it. Oh, it dried already. Okay. Okay, try and work a little quicker. Okay, see, now I got the chest on there that I don't need, so here. Alright. Alright. That's how that looks. I wonder if I should... Well, let me get the chest on there, and then I might... Yeah, I probably will. Maybe color that in a little bit with something. So let me just do the chest first. Okay. Trying to think what color I would, because I don't want it to blend too much with the chest, but kind of see what other color I have here in a minute. There's that. So I'm looking at this color. I think that's got too much pink in it. So let me get my paper and let me just mix a little of this brown and white. Just so there's a little bit of difference between the two. Okay. Okay. To mix. Kind of be like it's the bottom of the ocean floor. Okay, and then let's see. And get them little gold flakies and kind of just lay a little bit of them around there. Trying to get some on my paper here. Cleaning off my brush. Okay, I'm just gonna lay them randomly. Trying to get some of them tapped off of there. Okay, now I'll get the little excess of it and put just random like right here. Okay, it's like this. And then I'm going to get those mermaids, one or two of them, and put them up here above it. Oh, knock the thing again. Okay, I'm going to pick them, or at least one of them, up in this pink color. Okay, I know I want this one here. And I may only pick up one. Let me see. Okay. Okay, let me see. I think we can fit one more. So, thinking what color to do it. Let me see if I can pick the other one up in that plum color. No, okay, that's kind of, those are too close. Let me do, let me see what other color I got down here. I have a green. Let me see. Let's see how that looks. Okay, the green's gonna blend too much with that blue. All right, going through some more colors. Okay, I can do this one. I wonder if this lilac would. Let me try it. It might not work. Let's try. Might be too light. Okay, it might work. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can only barely see it. Aww. Okay. Do this one instead. And sometimes this is what happens. You just gotta kind of mess around to get the right color. Okay. I'm gonna try to just stamp over what I already did. The lining up is the hard part. Okay, there she goes. Got a couple little the bubbles things stuck there. So if you don't want them there, let me show you. Just get a little bit on your of acetone on your brush. Just kind of dab at it. There. See, just dab. Just a little bit. You don't want to take your color off, so be careful. Okay. Then we have the octopus. I think that's the last one. All right. Let me get these out of the way. All right, let me look and make sure where I'm gonna place him. Down here, okay. I'm thinking if I should have added anything. Okay. There's some rocks right here. Let me just add a little bit of those. I think that'll help fill that in. Okay. That was my stamper card that fell, but that's okay, I don't need it no more. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of this to stick him on here. until I got a lot right there, but that's okay because it's already drying. I don't want to go messing with that. Okay, try to get him placed. All right. And there he is. Okay, so here we are. Of course, you'd go in with the top coat. But I'm not going to keep them, so I won't mess with it right now. So we have our little fish with the bubbles that didn't really show up too great. Have our dolphins with the bubbles. You can, with the bubbles, but you can only see them slightly when I move them in the light. Our mermaids with the treasure chest. Our sharks with the little waves behind them. And our octopus with the rocks. You could color the rocks in. I feel like I was just gonna leave them just to kind of give him more of the focus, but yeah, you could color them in. And then under the sea up here. So that is the design for today, my under the sea theme. I know this was extremely long. I did have a couple of things I had to, fix and color changes, but that's okay. That happens sometimes. But I still hope that you enjoyed this. If anybody actually watches this entire thing, thank you so very much. And if not, I completely understand. That's very time consuming. But I hope you still enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all support. I'd greatly appreciate if you'd like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested, I have a 10% off Maniology discount code listed in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day. Bye.